Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing on this great morning? We just want to welcome you. I'm James Greene, and this is my lovely wife, Cynthia Greene.
Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? It's so good to see
Yes.
everyone. Yay, it's Saturday. And you guys, guess what? We have snow. So if you got snow in your area, type in the feed. We got snow too, okay? Because it's all along the East Coast,
hmm
all the way down from the South, all the way up to the New England states.
And I think the more you go north, the worse the snow probably is. So we just pray that you're staying safe in this weather, that everything is good, that you're, having a great morning.
Yes, you guys. You know, we always want to know too. What y'all have for breakfast today? Huh? Shit, tell us what you have for breakfast. Y'all know we haven't been able to have our usual breakfast. Y'all know what our usual breakfast is, right? Well, we had a little bit of our usual breakfast. So we're
Very little.
fasting. I know it was real close. So we had breakfast potatoes. Oh, they were so yummy. And grits. So, we usually like the eggs and the bacons, but we're not doing that. But we got 2 more days. You got 2 more days, you guys. Uh,
No, today, Sunday, and Monday.
2 days, 2 more days
Okay.
after today.
I
So
say
who's
it's
so
more than
who's
two.
fasting with us? If you're fasting,
No.
let us know who's fasting this month.
And,
Some
and
people did 21 days and it's over,
right.
but
And we do usually 31 days. And this is a
30
great
days.
this is a great chance to reflect. This is a great chance to see how the year past has been and to get ready for this upcoming year. That's why we usually fast. We usually fast to pray for, new things to come because we know that God is in the blessing business and he blesses you all the time. And a lot of times you have to pray for those blessings. You have to talk to him and see what maybe you want to be blessed with, because God answers your prayers. Let's just say that, not only will he answer them, he'll go above and beyond what you expect or think. So if you're asking for something, usually he goes beyond that. That's why we always take this time out to fast so we can pray for what we expect to happen, what we would like to see happen for this upcoming year, and to maybe reflect on this past year.
We're also fasting because we want to hear from God. Like God has really been talking to me
Right.
this month, and I'm like, God, what is it you want for Cynthia for 2022? What is it that you want for the Greene family for
Mm-hmm.
2022? What do you want for Marriage Built to Last for
Right.
2022 and beyond?
Right. And what does he want from us? You
Right.
know?
What does he want from us? What does he want us to do?
What do you expect us to do?
What does he
That sort of
see
thing.
for us? Like
Right.
this month has been all about vision
Mm-hmm.
and purpose. And so it's not just about vision in your marriage. It's about vision in your life. Like,
Right.
what is God saying for you? What is he calling you to do in the earth? And we've
Right.
been talking about that all month
Month long. That's
long.
right.
Like, what is he specifically? Why did he put you on this earth? What does he want you to do? What does he want you to accomplish?
Right.
What is he saying to you right now? So today we're just doing a little bit of reflection of 2021, and then we're just talking a little bit about 2022. So
Right.
God,
Go ahead.
so God gave me 2 words for 2022, and I'm super well. Let's just talk about 2021 first. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. So 2021, a lot of us heard in the media some really negative things about marriage. In the news, they were talking about how everybody was flocking to the attorney's office, filing for divorce during COVID because they could not stand to be in the house together. And so, well, while that may be true, and the media picked up on that, that's not the true
That's
statistics.
right.
The true statistics, if you go to the U.S. Census Bureau, United States Census Bureau, it shows that more couples are staying together these days, today, than they have in a
Right.
very, very long time.
And more couples are actually seeking help. We know with this pandemic that has been going on, it causes a lot of couples to be together more often in the home. And people say, that can be stressful. That's why people are just portraying that they're actually going to see lawyers more, but that's not true. Actually, more couples are actually starting to work it out. They're starting to have more conversations. They're starting to actually better their marriage because they're home all the time and because they're together all the time. It gives them more time to talk. And so a lot of couples now are starting to resolve some of the issues that they've been having by just having a conversation.
And that's so true because when we talk to couples, especially ones, a lot of our friends who we know have good relationships, because hey, we hang around some good people, right? And they have really said they've been enjoying being home with
Hmm.
their spouse. They've worked on projects. They've binge watched certain TV series. They've, played games together. They've talked more. They've done more things together, like running errands. Like a lot of couples have grown closer
Right.
because of COVID. So don't believe the hype.
That's right.
Don't believe
That's
the
right.
hype.
And that was good because I know I've talked to some people even at the job, and they say it's funny that now that there's COVID, they had a chance to binge watch television programs and to binge watch some TV shows,
Binge.
which actually brought them closer together because now they're talking about those shows, and all it does is open up those lines of communication. Even if you're just talking about the TV shows, but when we talk about, like Cynthia said earlier, vision, we're talking about where are you going now? What do you have planned for upcoming this year? And where do you see yourself by the end of this year? What do you see yourself doing by the end of this year?
Right. And as we're talking about 2021, how was your 2021 year? Like how was it? Was it as bad as the media tried to make it seem like? I know we all miss going places and being around family and friends, but was your year really as bad as they say? Did you have a place to live? Did you have food to eat, clothes to wear, a job, a little money to spend? Like, were you okay? Were you sick? I know that a lot of us were, people were sick with COVID and had other things going on. So it was tough for a lot of people. But there was a lot of good happening also. So we don't ever want to forget the good. Like for me, I always see the cup as more than half full, okay? I see the cup that's got some overflow in it because it's got something in it. If the cup is empty, then that's a little different. You're running on empty. But if there's something in the cup, you can do something with what's in that cup. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't ever think about, want to look at life or things as, being half empty. It's always going to be half full for me. I'm always going to look on the positive side, the bright side, and try to find something good. So I want you to dig deep. And even if you had a tough time, think about the good that happened for you in 2021.
Right. Even if you may have been struggling, at least you could say you're still here and you
Yeah.
may have made it through.
Mhm.
There's always a positive light in everything that goes on.
Mhm.
And that's the things you need to maybe focus on is that positive. Like, I was down and things happened, but I'm still here. I'm still fighting.
And I got hope.
Right.
I got
Because
God.
trust me, and God is in that blessing business.
Right. So then as you reflect on 2021, what would you like to change that happened in 2021 or what didn't happen in 2021?
That you would like to see maybe happen in 2022.
Right. What would you like to continue to grow from last year? What would you like to see just completely go away from 2021? What is it you like to see new in your life or around you or in you? Like what is that thing that could happen for you in 2022? What have you been hoping for and praying for and asking God for and looking for and wishing for and and just planning for? So I told you guys that God gave me 2 words for 2022, and one of them is in our description. It's ready. He gave me ready, and he gave me connection. So when he gave me connection, I had to really think about that. I had to think about both of them. And so what's so interesting, when our pastors was praying New Year's Eve, our New Year's Eve sermon, their word for 2022 was progression.
The
Progress.
year of progression.
Yeah, progress, the year of progression. And they were saying that, you're going to have a lot of new things, that's going to progress in 2022, progress in a lot of areas of your life. So you can't get ready. You need to be ready.
Right.
So when he said, be ready, I said, okay, God clarified that. Be ready, Cynthia, be ready.
Right. You have to be ready for that progression, and that's what it always makes me think about opportunities, because we truly believe that this year, if you're ready for that progression, you have to be ready for that opportunity that comes by. And I always say, don't get ready. You need to be ready, because you can't get ready when the opportunity comes to go to that next level, to progress. You have to be ready so you can step right into it, so to speak. Not say, okay, it's here now. Now I got to take the opportunity. No, if you're ready for that opportunity when it comes, you can always just step right in and go to that next level. And that's why I say, it's never not a time to get started. You always need to get started, because you can say, when you focus on 2021, like, wow, I should have started this, or I should have done that. It's not too late. It's always time to get started, to do something, and to be ready for that opportunity, and to be ready for that progression. You need to get started now. It's never too late to get started.
And James always says, opportunity don't go away, they
go to other people.
There you go.
So if you're not ready when the opportunity comes, it will go to someone else. But in order for it to go to you, you need to be ready to step right into it when it comes.
That's right. And so the other word God gave me was connection. And I was excited about that, because I had told, when James and we were working on our vision board, one of the things I've been putting on there for a few years now is, connecting with some new couples, not in the business, personally, hosting couples at our home. And so I had told him, I wanted to, meet some new couples this year, and, move around in some new circles, because we moved to a new area. And so I want to connect with some couples in our new area. And so when God gave me that word connection, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's going to make it happen. Like, I feel it in my spirit that he's going to make it happen. So what are your words for 2022? Right. What is God saying to you? Did he give you a word? Like, what word is speaking to you right now?
Right. And I would say, post that in the feed, because we like to hear the word that God may have gave to you for this season, for this year, because we know the year always gets broken down into seasons. And what season is this for you? This could be the season of connecting. This could be the season of progressing. Every time there's a season. And we'd like to know, what season do you feel that is for you? And what is the word that God may have gave to you? And even if God didn't give it to you, what word keeps coming back to your mind that you think about over and over and over again? That could be the word that launches you this year.
Yes. So I know you guys are wondering, you've been waiting. We've got big announcement, all big up in our description and everything. So we got a couple of announcements. First of all, I wanted to just share that, 2021 was a good year for us as a couple, and 2021 was a good year for our business. Like, it was our best financial year, and best participation and attendance by couples. It was a really good year for Marriage Built to Last. But it was a good year for me too, because I enjoyed being home with my boo. I mean, like, yeah. So, I'm in my office working, he come up there and walk in all cool and quiet, and he just comes in there and just takes a seat and sit down. Don't say a word, y'all. He just comes strolling in all cool and smooth, and then he'll sit down, and I'm looking at him like, okay, what you got to say? And he's like, nothing. He just came to visit me, right? So I mean, that's kind of fun for me. So but that's one of our announcements. The other announcement that I was going to make is that oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. Not about about that. Oh my God, I lost my train of thought for the other one. But our big announcement is that we're making some changes for Breakfast with the Greens.
We're going to be doing some different things.
We're rebranding Breakfast with the Greens.
And I'm sorry. And like I was saying, that there's a season for everything. And this is that season to go to that next level. This is that season, like Cynthia said, for our rebranding. We're really excited, because now we're going to take it to a whole new level. We're going to be doing some things differently. And it's so exciting, because now when you do things differently, it comes different opportunities. And like we always say, opportunities, here comes one. So we're going to prepare for it by going maybe in a little different direction. And we're so excited about it, because this will allow us to go to the next level. Sometimes it takes that rebranding. Sometimes it takes that change. Sometimes it takes doing something a little bit different to propel you to where you want to go.
Progress.
Right. And to propel, to progress, for you to move forward, so to speak. Because you can't always keep doing the same thing, and be stagnant and not go anywhere. There comes a time when you have to change some things in order for you to progress, in order for you to move forward, in order for you to go somewhere. And this is that time. That's why we're so excited, because this is that time where we're about to go there, y'all. We're about to take that next step.
Okay, so now I remember what my announcement was. So my announcement is that this year, 2022, for Marriage Built to Last, the theme is the empowered couple, right? So you hear everybody talk about power couples, right? But power couples are empowered in some type of way.
Right, that's right.
So this year, our goal is to empower couples in whichever area they need to be empowered in, whether that's empowered in your business. Like, we're really going to be working with couples in business together, really giving great tips on how to you and your spouse to balance marriage and business. We're going to empower couples in getting their communication right. We're going to be empowering couples in getting their date nights right. We're going to be empowering couples in getting their finances right. And we're going to be empowering couples and just moving forward in their purpose and in their vision and in their goals and in where life is taking them. And I don't mean that we're personally just going to do it all. Hey, we got other experts that we're going to be bringing in. And the other thing behind that theme, the empowered couple, our part 2 theme of that is that 2022, we're going to be talking about couples in the Bible. Like, every month, we're going to focus on a couple in the Bible and the lessons that we can learn from their marriage, from their relationship. So just real quick, because James chomping at the bit to say something, this month's couple was Adam and Eve, and we forgot to mention that at the beginning of the month. So I want to make sure that we brought it up today, because the reason why we chose Adam and Eve for January is because they were the first couple in the Bible, and this is the first couple, first month of the year. Talk about,
and it makes me think of what you talk about, empower. You know, and I just want to read you the definition of empowerment. And empowerment is the authority or power given to someone to do something. And that's just what she was talking about. Empower you. That authority given to you to do something. What are you going to do this year? You know, what is that power that is given to you to do something? That is empowerment. That's why we're talking about the empowerment couple, or the empowered couple. That power that is given to you. I mean, God gives everyone power. You know, he gives everyone the ability to do something. You know, he gives everyone gifts. What is your gifts? What is your power that he's given to you to do something? And what is it that you want to do? That's why we're talking about the empowered couple, because everyone has that power inside them, that power that is given to them to do something. And that's what we're going to be talking about. I mean, I'm excited, because when you think of we're an empowered couple, we have that power to do something. And we're going to be, as we come to you each Saturday or each day, whenever we come to you, we're going to be giving you those words that empowered us to give to you to help you move forward. And in that same process, as we're empowered to do that, it allows us to do something. It allows us to do our rebranding. It allows us to progress, because that power is given to us to move forward, to do something.
Wow. So we got some comments here where the dude Sean is saying things like, gosh, he's saying a lot. Couples rely on TV. Oh, I'm not too sure about that. TV's just a fun thing, something to do. It's okay to be realistic. It's about our kids, not us. I disagree with that, Sean. God gave you kids. He said, raise up a child in the way it should go. So when he's old, he won't depart from it.
That's right.
So when your kids get old, they are gone. So then what's left? It's you and your spouse. So one thing we have to understand is that marriage is about you and your spouse first. Right. Your spouse comes first. God put your spouse there for a reason, and you two are together till death. Your children are yours to death, but they don't live with you, and you're not responsible for them until they turn 18 and or leave the home. So yes, it is about our kids and legacy and all of that. They're super, super important. I would never take that part away. But please remember, I was getting ready to say what the girl we listen to on the radio say, please believe it, okay? It is about your spouse, your marriage, and then your kids. And so remember, it's God first, you and your spouse second, and then everything else, right. Your career,
and
your
then
family.
When you think of this part of empowerment, the process of becoming stronger and more confident, especially in controlling one's life.
And that's so good, because our summit that we do every year is called the Totally Confident Couple. So we're talking about empowering couples, right? And we're going to be helping to empower them all year long.
And what is that? Becoming stronger and more confident.
Yes.
Especially in controlling their own life.
Oh my God. So that is so good. And I didn't read the definition of empowerment. I mean, I knew what empower meant, definitely making people becoming stronger, becoming more knowledgeable, becoming more effective, when you have more knowledge, you have power. Knowledge is power, right?
And all we're saying is we want you to step into it. We want you to step into your calling.
Yes.
If you have that power, you can actually step into what you were called to do and be confident in it. Because, a lot of times we say you need to step out on faith to do what you were called to do. Mm-hmm. A lot of people may start a business and say, I'm a little afraid to quit my job. But if you step out on faith,
when that time is ready,
when that time is right, you're empowered to do that. And what is it? Confidence in yourself, in your life.
That's so good. And Sean also says he wants our world to come back to a place of mental health and get our freedom back. So we know that even though it's been a good year for us in the business and in our marriage and in our home, Sean is right. The mental health part has been tough. Like I really miss being around people. Like I get my energy from not from crowds, but from being around people and talking and socializing and networking. So
and for me, the good thing is that now that mental health has come to light. When you think of Simone Biles, you think of the football players. People are actually, and the tennis player, I forget her name, the Japanese, I think she is. They're talking more about mental health. So now mental health is actually coming to light, and that's a good thing. So now the people with mental health problems can actually get the help they need. And that's a good thing, because you're right, mental health, it was hidden for so long. And now that it's come to light, and people are not afraid, we're talking about that empowerment. They're not afraid. They're confident in their life to come out and say, I have mental health problems and I need help.
And not that we're expert on that at all, but exactly. I want to say if you are not mentally healthy right now, I believe in self-care. Find some things that you enjoy doing or you've always wanted to do. Even if that's reading a book on that topic, taking an online class on that topic, finding someone to talk about with that topic. Just don't do it alone. Just don't keep those thoughts in your head. Mental health is really just getting a healthy mindset, changing your mindset. And they said in order to change, it takes 21 times to create a new habit, doing it over and over again. So find something that you can do over and over again to change that habit and to create something new. But you guys, I'm excited. I'm excited about our big announcement. Hopefully next Saturday we will be ready to announce it. Hopefully our graphic design will be ready. Our photo shoot, our photos will be ready, and we can make our big announcement of the rebranding of Breakfast with the Greenes and all the other things we have going on. You guys may not know, but we have a podcast on Podbean. We're going to be extending that out to other podcast sites. We're on YouTube, and then we're also on Clubhouse. We have a group on Clubhouse with our new rebranding name. So so we're going to be revealing our new not logo, but kind of like a logo and graphic for our new rebranding. We're going to reveal that. So it's just going to be good. So but you guys got some, what, if you guys got some suggestions, some things you'd like to see on our show, let us know. If there's some things, sometimes people got these just creative thoughts in their head of some things that they want to see and they wish you would talk about. Just let us know. We might just be able to incorporate that into the show. We're going to be doing some new things in the show next year. We're definitely going to be having some special guests on. But if you got some ideas, please type it in there. Let us know, and we'll be sure to talk about it next week. We'll talk about your suggestions next week and let you know if we can or can't do it. So thank you guys for joining us today. We really appreciate it. We always, always, always want you to remember, if you build it, it will last. And you guys, the Kiss Challenge is starting next Sunday. So it's coming up. So make sure you get ready for our kissing contest this year we're going to have. It's going to be fun. It's going to keep your relationship hot. See you next time.